Hey guys, welcome to Next Gen Tech. Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this and check the description box below for deals and discounts.
All right, today we're going to be doing a screen replacement on an Apple Watch. It's a Series 1, 38 millimeter. And the first thing we want to do is put it on the heat mat at about 70 degrees Celsius for about 5 minutes. All right, now that we've got the watch warm, we're going to take this little Quan Li tool that's 0.1 millimeters thick, and we're just going to put it in between the glass and the metal. We're just going to rub it back and forth a few times on each side. My goal here is to keep this top seal intact. I don't want it to rip that or tear that up. All right, now that I've got it lifted up, we're going to have to remove the battery, disconnect it, and then take off this metal plate. I'm going to take this nylon spudger and put it in the back of the battery here. And I'm just going to very gently put a little pressure upwards on it. If it doesn't want to move, we just add a little bit of isopropyl alcohol there. Okay, so now that we've got the battery loose, we want to flip it backwards like that. There we go. So now this bracket here, it's a little tricky. It's got a piece of metal here that goes underneath, so you kind of have to pry it over a little bit and then up. Just take our spudger here and pop that bracket loose. All right, so I raised the bracket up, and I'm going to snap these two connectors here. All right, so now I have the old broken screen off. Going to get any remaining glass out of it. All right, so now what we want to do is just remove all the old adhesive. Just get this seal really nice and clean. You can see the seal's actually coming up a little bit right there. We'll have to glue that back down as well. All right, so we want to continue getting this seal very clean. What we want to do is anywhere there's any dirt, just take our tweezers and real gently get that out of there. Just want to do that around the entire device. You can see there's quite a bit of dirt there. And then we just want to take a Q-tip and put a little bit of 99% alcohol on it. Just go around that seal and clean it very, very good. All right, so we've got it pretty clean around here, but I've noticed that this Force Flex actually has a couple little spots in it that I don't like. So we're just going to go ahead and replace that as well. Most of the time this gets damaged during the taking screen off anyway. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a tri-wing screwdriver. We're going to get in here, take out the screw. All right, so I took out that screw, and it's literally just unplugs, like so. And we've got a new one here. And we do want to make sure, now that we've got that off, we look at around it again, make sure it's perfectly clean. I am going to touch this up just a little bit. We're going to get this new Force Flex cable out and install it. We want to make sure we install it the same way as this one came out. All right, so we're going to peel this adhesive layer off the top and bottom. There we go. All right, so we're just going to set the new seal in here and try to line it up as perfectly as we can. And now we're going to bend this down. Now that I've got that clicked in there and plugged in, we're just going to replace that one tri-wing screw. Okay, and now we're ready to install the new screen. All right, so what we're going to do is just plug these two connectors in here. You got to be very careful not to rip these cables anywhere. All right, so normally I would hook the screen up first and then plug the battery in, but I'm actually going to have to do it differently this time. because of the way the actual cables are on this screen. So I'm going to plug it in, fold it back, push it all the way to that edge. That way I make sure that connection stays connected good. Push it down, and I'm just going to be very careful not to hit any of these buttons that would try to turn the watch on until I get these other two cables plugged in on the screen. So now we're going to plug these two cables in on the screen. All right, so now that we've got both of these connectors plugged in, we're going to take this little metal shield and put it back on. It just hooks on this side and then closes down. Now we've got this shield back in place and snapped into place. We're going to go ahead and power up the watch and make sure everything works. If everything works, we're going to glue her down. All right, so now that we've got the watch on, we're just going to test it to make sure that the touch works really well, and it does. So now we're just going to remove the double-side sticky tape on the back of it very carefully. Okay, so now we just want to really line it up nice and perfectly with it. Now that we've got it in place, I'm just going to clean it off with a little alcohol. And we're going to clamp it up. Since it's longer this way, we're going to put the clamps that way. We don't want them too tight, just a tiny bit snug. And we'll let that set for about 8 to 10 hours, just usually overnight. So this finishes the repair on our Series 1 38mm Apple Watch.